What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about the Crossfire 2 2-7x32 crossbow scope. Now, this scope is not like your average rifle scope. There are a lot of features built into it specific to crossbows. So if you are somebody out there looking to use a scope on your crossbow for hunting or recreational shooting and you want to be more accurate with it, this is a great option for you. If you're looking for something for your rifle, definitely check out some of our other videos on a few of our other products in the Crossfire 2 line as well. Now, what are some of those crossbow specific features? Well, first and foremost, inside of the scope is our XBR2 reticle, which has been specifically calibrated to help shooters of crossbows be accurate from 20 yards out to 100 yards, utilizing a 40-yard zero. Now, the reticle inside this is a lot like a BDC reticle in your traditional rifle scope in that it gives you hash marks for different distances that line up, hopefully, with your particular arrow out of your crossbow. Now, we know the FPS or feet per second figures of your crossbow arrow can vary greatly depending on the actual crossbow itself or a number of other factors, so we didn't want to make that only correlate to one particular FPS. Now, we utilize the fact that this is a second focal plane reticle and its scale in relation to the image actually changes as you change magnification to our advantage, in that each magnification you'll see indicated on the mag ring here correlates to a different FPS. And you'll do a little fine tuning of that when you do your sighting in, and we'll have a video on that particular process for you to check out if you do get this scope for your crossbow. In the middle here on the turrets, the elevation and windage act just like your rifle scope's turrets in that they dial in half MOA increments. Then on the side here, we have our illumination dial, and the illumination is actually in red or green in this particular case, and you can choose that right here on the dial depending on which direction you spin it. Now, when you get this crossbow scope, to make it a more complete kit, it's going to come with flip caps for the eyepiece and objective. It's going to come with a neoprene scope cover to protect it when it's in storage, and it's going to come with rings to mount it right up on your crossbow, so you don't even need to get anything else. This one scope has it all for you right out of the box.
Our Rangemaster Pro Scope comes standard on our top-of-the-line bow collection and features a variable speed and arrow drop compensation setting for crossbows that shoot between 275 feet per second and 425 feet per second. No adjustment for distance is required. The configuration consists of 3 duplex crosshairs and 5 dots, calibrated for 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 yards. The 4th and 5th dots are freestanding, situated just below the 40-yard crosshair. This scope is compact, lightweight, and is equipped with an etched glass reticle and fully multi-coated 1.5 to 5 power optics. The 8.25-inch scope features a 30mm tube for heightened light gathering and durability. Before sighting in your crossbow, adjust the speed dial on the scope to match the advertised speed of your crossbow. Then sight the crossbow in at 20 yards using the top dot or line, making any windage and/or elevation changes necessary. Fine-tune your scope settings at the 40-yard dot or line or 50-yard freestanding dot using the scope's speed dial. If you're hitting high at the 40 or 50-yard distances, adjust the speed dial to a higher speed level. Or if you're hitting low, adjust the dial to a lower speed level.
Hey guys, we thought we'd do a quick video on how to set up, sight in the Killer Instinct Speed Ring Scope. So before we get into it, one of the things that we want to call out is this is not a variable powered scope. This is not designed to zoom in closer to look at a target at longer distances by turning this ring. So when you start out, the Speed Ring Scope has a couple of things you need to pay attention to. You need to know the speed of your bow, and you need to know the grain weight of your crossbow bolt. Now, the reticle of the scope is set up primarily for a 400 grain crossbow bolt, total weight, that includes your point. And again, knowing the rough speed of your crossbow overall. If you have a different grain crossbow bolt, we'll get into that in a minute in terms of how to make adjustments later on. So once you have everything mounted and ready to go, you're going to get your zero at 20 yards or 30 yards, depending on what your preference is, and you're going to make all of your fine-tune adjustments with the turrets. Once you get zeroed in at 20 yards and you know roughly the speed of your bow, let's say for example your bow shoots 400 feet per second. We'll slide the ring to 400 feet. Shoot your bow at 20, then move back to longer distances, 30, 40, maybe even go back to 50 yards. Now, one of the things that we'll find is some of your faster crossbows have very, very tight gappage at your 20, your 30, and your 40. So once you kind of get up above 400 feet per second, The top of the triangle is going to be your 0 or your 20. The bottom of the triangle is going to be your 30. And then the dot underneath that is going to be your 40. Now if you have a slower crossbow, something that's 320, 330, 350, you may find that it's better to zero your crossbow at 20, just above the triangle, and your next dot down is going to be your 30-yard mark. So once we set up our crossbow going 400 feet per second, we're going to shoot at 20, and then we're going to move out to 50 yards, and we're going to see where you're impacting. At that point, if you're impacting a little high, a little low, you might be able to do a little bit of fine adjusting, plus or minus 5 feet per second, to really dial everything in. Now, if your crossbow bolt is significantly heavier or significantly lighter, or maybe has vanes that create more drag, you're going to have to make some adjustments to the process. First, again, you're going to fine tune and zero your crossbow at 20 yards or 30 yards using the turrets. If you know the speed of your bow, 400 feet per second, then you're going to step out to a longer distance, let's say 60 yards, and get a sense of where your crossbow bolt is impacting relative to the point that you're aiming at. If it's shooting really high or it's shooting really low because of the weight of your bolt, you may have to make adjustments up and down. So for example, if your crossbow bolt is shooting significantly lower, you may have to go a little bit lower than the speed on the scope to help make that adjustment for the weight of the bolt or the drag of the vanes that you choose.
When durability, accuracy, and brightness count, America's finest outdoorsmen rely on TruGlo. Introducing the TruGlo Illuminated Reticle Crossbow Scope, featuring TruGlo's innovative range-finding and trajectory-compensating reticle. It's unmatched for accuracy in any shooting situation. The adjustable illuminated reticle allows the shooter to choose red or green dots at a variety of brightness levels for faster target acquisition under a range of lighting conditions. Windage and elevation adjustments are right at your fingertips. The scope provides fully coated lenses for maximum brightness, clarity, and contrast, a generous 4-inch eye relief, and a rubber eye guard. TruGlo is a leader in quality and durability. The TruGlo Illuminated Crossbow Scope is a one-piece tube made from aircraft-quality aluminum. It's shock-resistant, waterproof, fog-proof, scratch-resistant, and coated with a non-reflective matte finish, all backed by TruGlo's limited lifetime warranty. The TruGlo Illuminated Reticle Crossbow Scope, another reason why the choice of America's finest outdoorsmen.
The Vapor features a patented reverse draw bow assembly that draws the string through the riser, creating an industry-leading 17-inch power stroke. The increased power stroke generates more speed with less draw weight, creating a smoother, quieter shot. The elongated power stroke also keeps the arrow nock engaged with the string for an additional 4 inches compared to traditional crossbows before release. This is a critical component in performance, as the longer the nock remains engaged with the string, the more accurate the crossbow will be upon impact. In addition, this center-mounted riser provides superior balance, eliminating the nose-heavy feel of traditional crossbows and making it easier to hold steady and increase accuracy. Thanks to an innovative cam system with 404 degrees of rotation, the 6.5-inch wide bow assembly sends arrows downrange with industry-leading speeds and provides unmatched maneuverability in tight shooting conditions, such as tree stands and ground blinds. The Vapor RS470 is equipped with our revolutionary AccuSlide cocking and decocking system. This separates it from the competition. Silently cock the crossbow with a mere 5 pounds of force. In the event you don't take a shot during your hunt, safely decock the crossbow by simply backwinding the handle. And unlike other decocking systems on the market, stop at any point without the fear of damage, injury, or losing control. The Vapor RS470 is equipped with the S1 trigger. This 2-stage, zero-creep design features an advanced roller sear system that delivers a consistent, crisp 3.5-pound pull. The S1 trigger gives you greater trigger control, leading to tighter groups and same-hole downrange accuracy. The combination of the S1 trigger and the reverse draw design make the Vapor RS470 the smoothest and most accurate 10-point crossbow to date. The Vapor RS470 has our ultralight 2-piece Tech X stock that features multiple weight-reducing cutouts, as well as a hollow pocket that houses the AccuSlide cocking and decocking system. The stock provides the shooter with an ideal length of pull and combines with the Evo X Marksman scope to yield perfect eye-level alignment. 10-point crossbows are the safest on the market, boasting an unmatched combination of safety features, including our AccuSlide cocking and decocking system, dry fire inhibitor, and safety wings which help keep the shooter's hand and fingers safely below the flight deck. When it's all said and done, the Vapor RS470 shoots up to a supercharged 470 feet per second and measures only 6.5 inches wide and 31 inches long. The crossbow is available in 2 finishes, Veil Alpine or Graphite Gray.
The Vapor RS470 includes the most complete hunting package on the market. The robust package includes the AccuSlide cocking and decocking system, the brightest and most accurate variable speed crossbow scope on the market. The Marksman Elite is designed for crossbows that shoot up to 500 feet per second and includes a custom reticle and micro-adjustable external target turrets that provide an adjustment to windage and elevation for accurate shooting out to 100 yards. 6-pack of Evo X Center Punch carbon arrows, 6-pack of lighted Evo X Center Punch carbon arrows, 3-pack of Evo X Center Punch broadheads, integrated string stop system, stag hard case, sling, and a 6-arrow quiver. Everything you need to head into the woods. With the Vapor RS470, pull the trigger with confidence.